never seen a car fire on the highway. That was a blazing car fire. Stay off the road. That's going to be a problem. I guarantee you. Luckily, I got through there. I don't know if my bus is going to get through there, though, because he's behind me. And so I don't know what will become of him. Hopefully, he won't get stuck too bad. But that's going to be a problem any minute here. I guess it just started. Wow. Crazy, huh? Well, that guy's having a bad day. I guess his car's history. Where was I? I don't remember. But, yes, union labor is the destruction of mankind. Look, there's a lot of things that are wrong with the union movement, and I'm the first to admit it. There's all kinds of wasteful practices and stupid rules, and TriMet's addiction to overtime here is doing them in. They've created all these new station, well, they've just had a whole new bunch of station agents, road supervisors, several new executive positions were just started that had never been in this agency before. And the managers brag about, well, we haven't had a raise in 4 years. Well, you haven't given up anything either. Oh, well, we have different insurance. Okay, they have deductible insurance, okay? But the difference is that they work inside, and they don't actually work out here in the world like we do. They don't get up at 4 in the morning and stay up till 3 in the morning. They're not exposed to toxic buses like we are. They're not jostled around all over the place, increasing their body muscular problems. They don't have anywhere near the same amount of health issues that we do, even though they like to go, we managers, we took health care. We took a different health care deal. Yeah, you did, because you don't need the health care that we need. So that's a red herring issue. And you haven't taken any raises. Big fucking deal. I've lost money, okay? I'm paying an extra $165 a month. That reduces my income. That's directly a salary loss for me. All right, I've lost money. Not only am I not getting a raise, I'm losing money. And the thing about these bureaucrats is that they don't really, if Neil McFarland, Shelley Lomax, and every single member of the TriMet executive staff just disappeared, it wouldn't matter. The transit district would still run. You know, there was a time here in this organization where there was one station manager and a very small bureaucracy and a whole bunch of buses. Well, then Fred Hansen showed up, and Fred Hansen changed it in from a very streamlined bus service into this lumbering bureaucracy. He brought the rail in here, you know, and he's made it into this lumbering, huge behemoth bureaucracy with all these bureaucrats. And that's the first place you look. You cut all of that fat out of here. All of those bureaucrats gone. Get rid of that safety guy. Get rid of that labor relations guy. You do the job, Neil. This is what you're supposed to be doing. That marketing department, out of here. Why do you need marketing when there's no competition? There's no competition for you. What do you need a marketing? What are you marketing? People will either use transit or not, and if they do use it, most likely they're transit dependent or forced into it. Like you have to get downtown, and there's no place. You know, people that work downtown don't have any way to park down there, and getting down there is a pain in the ass. It basically forces you into using it. Or like OHSU, you can't drive up there. There's no parking there. You're forced into using transit. You don't have a choice. You know, that's how they've set it up. Oh, what's he doing? That's Jacob. You don't need a marketing. Point is, that should go. All right, that needs to go bye-bye. You know, they should really, really look closely at all the communications people they have. They have so much overhead here that could go away. They could easily save $17 million. I think that the budget for the marketing is $20 million, isn't it? I'm not, and I personally am not adverse to. I've already made the changes in my health. Okay, I'm not sure what are they whining about that they couldn't change the that was retirement stuff that they got overruled on. Whoops. What are they doing here? So yeah, all of a sudden, out of the blue, you know, and if you look at their past reports, their dashboard stuff, what you'll see is that they've been beyond their budgeted amount. They're making more money, they're spending less and making more than they actually projected. So all of a sudden they've decided that trend won't hold true. Because if you look at their reports, they give you the actual and budgeted. Actual revenues are ahead of budgeted revenues. Actual passenger revenue is above the budgeted revenue. So they're doing better than they thought they would be doing. Okay, so some of this idea that they're going to be having this huge shortfall, where's that coming from? I mean, why all of a sudden is that happening when their past performance shows that their budgeted amount has been eclipsed by the actual amount of revenues? So why does that change? That's my big question. Why does that change all of a sudden? What's the deal there? Now all of a sudden they decide that there's going to be a $17 million shortfall. Well, I don't know. I don't believe them. I just don't believe it. I don't believe Neil and the TriMet people. They're manipulating things to get their advantage, and they're using the union. This is their way to try to get to us. And a lot of us really believe that they're not going to be happy until they privatize the whole TriMet. That's what they really want. They want to privatize us right out of here. And they're not going to be happy until they do that. And so if they can pretend that they're bankrupt and all of that. And then there's the obvious issue of the continued expansion goes on. They don't stop any of that. That just keeps going. A lot of these budget problems are self-created by an unstopping a bureaucracy that won't stop growing. And every time they add something new here, they add a whole new bureaucracy for it. They have not stopped the growth. They can't be happy with what they have and just concentrate on the services they're providing. No. Which would be a logical, any person, any business that sees a budget problem, it does not grow the service. You don't keep growing when you're having expected budget issues. But this company, no, they just keep on growing. They don't care. It doesn't matter to them that when Milwaukee comes in, that has to have all of the new operators paid for that, the new supervisors, the new mechanics, all the people that work on the line. So it's another whole bunch of people that are going to have to be hired here, adding to the budget deficit. If they just left things alone, we wouldn't be facing the problem we're facing. I mean, they've added to the problem by their continual growth. They won't stop growing the agency. If they won't stop growing, then that's gonna always keep happening.